The Tripartite Committee update, presented jointly by the Government of Sierra Leone and the APC, was read by the APC Leader and the Chief Minister. The statement outlined the committee's focus on electoral reforms, national unity, and inclusive democracy, with both parties condemning any attempt to incite violence. President Bio emphasized that disputes in a democratic state should be resolved through dialogue, not violence. This is reflecting a commitment to peace and national unity beyond political, regional, and tribal boundaries.
Democracy is a process and it develops over time. Every generation of leaders will make their own contribution. This is intentional, deliberate, and we are making our own contribution towards the evolution of democracy in Sierra Leone. Since we've been mutually grumbling about this institution, the ECSL, and its processes, for me, my legacy is, why don't we deal with this institution? Why don't we now reform this institution? Why don't we put together all the challenges we have from the point of view of the APC, from the point of view of the SLPP, and deal with it? There are 17 issues remaining, and I know that you can do it. And we count on our negotiators to go back and encourage the committee to work on these.
With the extension of the time by President Bio for the full Tripartite Committee report, APC Leader and Chief Negotiator Dr. Samura Mathew Wilson Kamara endorsed the committee's progress. He highlighted significant strides in fostering a new era of hope for Sierra Leone, stressing that political stability is essential for economic stability. Dr. Kamara emphasized that without political stability, economic progress and stability is difficult to achieve.
I want to reiterate and reaffirm the commitment of the All People's Congress Party to this initiative, to ensure that in the fullness of time, the true spirit of the agreement for nationality, national unity is achieved. It's not an agreement for the APC, it's not an agreement for the SLPP or for any other individual. It's an agreement for salvaging the soul of Sierra Leone and making everybody understand that we are one family, irrespective of where you come from. We are all one family. And this is the family spirit which this committee is trying to achieve. And that's why all those institutions that are embedded in the agreement for national unity are meant to provide collective responsibility for working for the country. In this perspective, we are looking at electoral wrongs. If we don't correct electoral wrongs, we are not building democracy. If we are not building democracy, we are not practicing the right politics of development.
Both parties expressed sincere thanks and appreciation to the development partners, experts, and moral guarantors for their continued support of the agreement for national unity. The chief negotiator of the government, Chief Minister Dr. Moinina Sengeh, revealed the total number of issues identified by the committee.
We have about 86 issues that have been identified, embedded on the 3 sub-topics. I think as Dr. Kamara committed on behalf of the government, we certainly will continue to work on the implementation, the full implementation of the agreement for national unity. It becomes evidently clear that political stability is essential for any form of development, and we're all on the same page.
The ECOWAS AU-UNOWAS mission lead, former Vice President of the Gambia, Her Excellency Fatoumata Jallow Tambajang, cautioned the two main political parties and all citizens that maintaining a peaceful Sierra Leone is a collective obligation. She emphasized the need for collaborative efforts to transform the minds of all Sierra Leoneans through the peace agreement.
The messaging of Sierra Leoneans from now henceforth through this agreement is going to be the message of peace, commitment to peace, and say no to violence, say no to people who are against peace. And I pray to God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to continue to bless Sierra Leone. You have left your political differences. Now what you need is more education, awareness creation from the base to top.
Citizens are urged to maintain peace and support the crucial electoral reforms to shape the future of the country's democracy. Salifu Kamara, AYV News.